Hi there, Robin here from Expert Island, and today we are talking about this mini amp from Pyle. Now, out of their whole line of products they have, this in the mini amp series is probably about the best they've got. It's one of their most popular units. It's called a PCAU48BT. That's PCAU48BT. We got it right finally. There we go. Now, with this amp here, you get Bluetooth. You get 2 times 120 watts at 4 ohms, which is kind of important because we'll get to that in a second. This is awesome for outdoor speakers, bookshelf speakers, if you've got speakers and you want to hook it up to your computer, that kind of thing. If you got a little system in your office and you're looking for something, if you're a hobby amp, which is what these guys originally were for, something to just play around and mess around with, that's what you're looking at here. Now, if you're looking to run some 10, 12, 15 inch, that kind of stuff, I've got a subwoofer, I need an amplifier. No, this is not what you're looking for. Make sure it's built for 2 speakers, not 1, not 3, 2. You can run 1 off of it. That's not a big deal, I guess, if you really want to just run 1 speaker. As features go, it's pretty straightforward. We'll take it off the big fancy box it comes in. It's got some serious weight to it. If we're lucky, maybe it does actually tell me how much this darn thing weighs, but I'm going to say it's probably in the 3-pound range, which doesn't sound like a lot, but considering that it's a very small package, all made out of steel, 3-4 pounds is an awful lot compared to a lot of other amps that you can get out there, which are basically all reliant on the external power supply to drive an amp, which generates a ton of heat, wastes power, and you don't get a lot out of it. At least this one here, most of that power ends up out on the speakers. Now that's a big plus. Now, there's a display up in the top corner here. I know you can't see because I didn't plug it in. I'll be honest, I don't plan on plugging it in. This one here has a display for an MP3 player that you can use either USB or your SD card right in the front. It's got a main volume control, bass and treble control, headphone jack right in the front, so you don't even need to use it for speakers, or if you are, you can plug a headphone into it anyways. And it comes with an auxiliary port in the front. It also comes, when we spin it around, a set of RCA jacks in the back. So you got 3.5 in the front, RCAs in the back, and then your 2 sets of speakers. Now, if you do plan on running this on more than 2 speakers, you can do that. And we did it for a year and a half here. But you want to plug it through something like this that has a protection button on it. It's called a PSS4. It also comes as a PSS6 and a PSS8. You're not going to generate more volume out of it. You're just going to spread the sound out. So if you're using it for some ceiling speakers, that sort of thing, and you need to run more than 1 pair, that's a good way. And that's a great feature for this to have. Somebody wants to have a Bluetooth amplifier in the kitchen or in a room and they have some in-ceiling or in-wall speakers. Yes, this is a really good amp to buy for that. Outside of that, it's pretty easy to run. You just hook it up, turn it on, and you're off to the races. The con side is it is built at 4 ohms, which basically means if you're plugging in a set of regular house mini bookshelf speakers or something like that and they're 8 ohm, you're not going to get 2 times 120 watts max power out of it. You're going to get 2 times 60 watts because it's going to convert and do all that fun stuff. Anyways, I can't think of much more to say about it except that the range is 15 to 30 feet depending on how it works in your house. So it's always dynamic when it comes to that Bluetooth. Outside of that, you've got a remote control which gives you some functionality to it. So if you have a special need to have remote control, you've got all those functions. You're really operating just the display on top. So the MP3 player, Bluetooth functions, basic features like that are done through here. Now if you do want to use this for volume control, you basically would set the main volume to the maximum overall volume level you're going to want to have things at, and then use the volume on the actual remote control to increase or decrease it from that point. That's pretty much what you're going to do here. Outside of that, we've always had good luck with it. I mean, the only time these things ever break is, to be honest, when people put more speakers on it or leave it plugged in 24 hours a day. Whenever you put stress on a mini amp, it's not going to work out for you. So if you need big sound for big applications, look for something bigger. But if you're looking for something next to your computer, like I was saying, or something just to run some background music, this is definitely what you got in mind. You're looking for a mini amp. There's a whole bunch of different models. You can buy it with and without Bluetooth. You can cut the power down a little bit. I always say when it comes to power, if you can afford it, buy something that's got more power in it, which this does. So anyways, that's pretty much everything. If this video worked out for you and was helpful, leave us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It's always great if you've already have. Thank you very much. It's again, it's Robin, it's Expert Island. Have a good one. Bye now.